Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and today I'm going to be introducing you all to Rogue Ascent VR. Fantastic little roguelike game. We're going to go straight into the tutorial and have a look. We'll be doing a giveaway for the stream. We've got 3 copies of the game to give away. We'll be doing them in about 20 minutes, half an hour, and about the hour and a half mark in the stream. So make sure you check the descriptions, but long and short of it is I will be asking you guys to throw up a symbol in the chat when I ask. Just put the emoji that looks like this. This is why I've done it, because hand-based gesture tracking-y stuff, which I'm not playing with just yet. But let's get into the tutorial and we'll have a look. So we'll go through the tutorial very quickly. This is all the gesture-based stuff, enabling hand tracking and so on. I've already got it on. We're going to play the first run with controllers, and then, as I think I said before, I will do a live actual Silver Tongue Devil hands reveal for the first time ever in stream. So let's get this out of the way first. A lot of this is to do with the gesture control side of things, but we need to do it. These are the, if anyone wants to pause it and have a look, this will tell you everything that you need to know as far as the game is concerned. Now we're going to go and do some combat training. So the way the game works is it's not free locomotion, so for those of you who suffer from the old VR motion sickness or are building it up, this does have things like the ability to blur movement, but movement is done from point to point. So you'll see that I'm on a point here, and by putting the controller or my hand up, I can move from designated spots to and fro. So that's how you would, that's as simple as it is as far as the navigation side of things. There is no snap turn on this either, which again I think is actually quite a good thing. Might be something that might be worth putting in, but I don't think you need it. I never have. I mean, we're in VR, why wouldn't you spin around on the spot? We've got the ability to bring up our shield by by pulling grip and trigger together, or in the actual, with the hand tracking side of things, actually gripping. We can bounce these back at enemies as well. That'll kill them. Most important thing going in this game. Loot. Do love loot. I actually only worked out how to use the special on this today, or the other day, so I was quite happy with that. Reloading is simply done by holding the gun up. It'll then spin in your hand, and the longer you leave it, the more it will reload. Collect the coins, and then you've got the option to buy additional weapons. There is crafting, and you can combo these weapons into rifle variants later on. We also have the ability to buy items, but we can't see that yet. For now, one of the things I think is quite important, my top tip, and I think a lot of people miss it, is dual wielding 2 of the same weapon increases your reload speed. If you can increase your reload speed, you can increase your damage output. So we'll have another revolver. Doubles! And now we've got some guards coming. That little threat detection thing will come into its own a little bit later on. Now this is simulating that I've taken damage here. These consoles, again, everything is interacted with the same way. Point your hand at it and it does the business. Now you'll see at the top there my green health bar. That depletes and does not recharge unless you gain health through either this healing station, some effects, or if you're playing a kind of vampiric build where you're taking health off of the enemy. We've also got our shield at the top. That does recharge over time, however it depletes whilst you have your actual blocking shield up. I'll be honest, I don't use the shield a lot. I'd rather shoot things quick and kill them fast. But there's times when it's useful, because it can also deflect bullets as well. So that's the tutorial side of things almost done with. We've also got some other, with the controllers you still have to do a little bit of gesturing to bring up various things. We can swap our weapons, we can do a threat scan which sends out a ping and identifies things within the level. Later on you can get bonuses so that you do more attack damage to the, well, more things happen to the things that you have threat scanned, and then later on in the game enemies need to be threat scanned before you can engage them. I won't spoil that, you'll get to see that most likely. To be fair, that security camera stood no choice. There's also two kinds of currency in the game as well, which I'll get onto in a minute, but you have cash for the vendors and you have cogs that you combine with cash and sometimes weaponry to be able to modify and craft other weapons. This is another one of the things, these security gates. To get past these we have to use our scan. That then puts the gate down for so long so that we can move past without calling security. But the thing is, when you call security, well, that means a guy comes, and when you kill a guy he drops all the loot, and we need that loot. You've also got class abilities which you hold your palm up to you. That is the very top bar that you should be able to see right at the top. Hopefully the little thing isn't getting in the way, but there's a bar above shield that charges over time through various things, but usually through blocking and killing, and you can then use that. This guy's one is the ability to teleport directly back to the lift, and that's our tutorial done. Right, on to the game loop. Have a quick wet. And we'll go from there. So, a couple of things to note. We've got a little wave shooter mode that's being worked on at the moment, and this I'm very much looking forward to, because this is, by the sounds of what I've discussed with the dev, it's going to kind of be like the whole, if anyone's seen the Vampire Survivor genre, it's going to be very much in the lines of that with VR. So it's killing stuff and upgrading your character, hopefully indefinitely, and the more you do, the further it goes. I haven't noticed the points. Collect power-ups, craft weapons. Okay, didn't see that previously. Hello, Kim. So, don't worry, you only missed the tutorial, which we've already done several times, but you might not have been able to hear me. Okay. So, let's get a new Ascent going. So, as far as the game's concerned, at the moment, there are 4 classes. The class determines how you play, what you start with, and can determine the kind of path that you can go down with some of the upgrades that you can get as you play the game. We have the Rogue, who is well equipped with, I think he's the vampiric one. I know the Medic definitely has elements of that. The Rogue does too. But you have the Rogue, the Medic is all about leeching health, but he has no shield, so it's all about keeping your health going. You have the android, which is my favourite. Starts out with phaser. He has a lot less health but a lot more shield, which means you can get in there, get stuck in. As soon as your shield goes, you get the hell out of there. He also drops proximity mines automatically, which is really cool. And you have the traveller, which he gets a big bonus on this gun for just having that gun alone. And he's got some other bits and pieces as well. So, but what we will do to begin with is we will play as the Rogue. There's 3 levels of difficulty. You've got Cadet, what I'm on now, which I can't remember, and then Admiral, I think it's Captain, something like that. You always start off in a little turbo lift. There are signs on the turbo lift to denote what reward you will get for leaving via that turbo lift. Thanks Beanie, most appreciated, mate. You also have objectives for each of the levels, and until your objective is complete, you cannot leave, or you can't go up a level. So we're just going to take what we can from this guy. It's worth a bit of cash and some bits and pieces. And this is our vendor system. Now, I would always recommend, because you start off with money, buying a duplicate of the gun that you already have. And they can often come with some of the little fancy upgrades and attachments that you can actually craft onto them. You can also look at your weapon and find out all the good stuff. So as we can see, this one has 20%. I assume that's chance to life steal. This one's the same as well. And then they have various levels, and we can upgrade these as well as we go. As well as, and the reason why I buy two of the same, nice and boring, is to keep that firepower up with the reload rate. But you can mix and match if you want to, and I'm sure we will at some point. The other thing that you get is the things that are in the item shop. If they are starred, they are things that are particularly good for your class. As you buy more, the prices increase, and then there's dud ones here, and you can also pay to do a reshuffle. Completing missions buys you free reshuffles, basically, and so you build your character with an absolute plethora of extra little things. Some are just beneficial, some I believe are kind of help me hurt me, as I've heard it quoted before. So that's this level actually complete. That upgrade I like. So upgrades that we've got for going up to the next one, we can earn extra gold just for going up. That's actually the wrong upgrade. I didn't think it was that one. This one is stackable and will give us extra health. That one's the same, and that one's like poison resistance. You can get poisoned, you can get set on fire, you can get stunned. Out of these, the best one is probably this one. So we'll just go, because we're going up via this lift, that's the reward that we get. And we get that now, and that stacks. You'll also get some chill little elevator music. That's the part that you might not be able to hear quite so well. Sound effects I've got banging, music not so much, but I've done what I can. You can have a look at all of your stats as far as your character's concerned. Intellect, sneak and fortune don't do anything at the moment, but there's lots of scope with all of these things. Shield, stamina and your resistances. You've then got all of your perks that you have at the time, and then you've got your weapons, their value, and all the bits and pieces that you can see just by holding them up. Can't just come in here with orders, Beanie. Well, I suppose you can. So we're going to move from point to point. We're pointing up to reload our weaponry, taking our shots, trying not to get shot, collecting all the loot as we go, finding the good stuff. Ooh, is that better? I don't think that's better, you know. Better deal with this guy though. Because we've killed the boss of the level and picked up that card, we've now completed this level, which now means that we can simply move along. Now, we got spotted by that security camera. Leaning into the role then, Beanie. So at the moment we've got a bit of gold, but not enough to pick up anything yet. Hey dude. And the one thing that does happen in this game, and they do drop loot and various bits and pieces, is if you dawdle around in the level, reinforcements will turn up. They'll come up via the lifts, so they're usually pretty easy to deal with. Occasionally, really nasty stuff will come up, and that's not so good. Bang on time. So this is, it's a slow way, but it's a good way if you are just short on buying things, or just short on a little bit of money to get that next upgrade, or to check out that next weapon, or craft that next thing. 2 seconds. Hello, Mistra. I'm just going to call you Mistra, and I'm not going to mispronounce whatever the first bit is, so Mistra will have to do. So we'll have a look at the crafting side of things. You've got mods that you can put on your weapon to increase ammo, their silence, aim, and power. So that's the upgrades for just the weapons that you pick up, and all of them can be done, and as you upgrade them, it changes the visual effect, or the visual look of it, which is something I do love. And it can be missing in some games these days. Different wands do different things, so you can see I've got this one here. Remember as well, these guys will keep spilling out of the lift as I'm trying to do these bits and bobs as well, but it's all worth a bit of gold and a bit of scrap for the upgrading purposes. And on top of that as well, we have weapons. The additional weapons that you can get: combat shotgun, assault rifle, heavy sniper, laser rifle. Those are the ones that you can craft. There are more. There's some pretty tasty ones. I found the rocket launcher for the first time the other day, and that was hilarious. I sold it straight away because it was just going to get me killed. But to craft these, you need 2 of a particular weapon, and then cash and scrap. But then you can put one of these in one hand. You don't need to dual wield. You don't need to two-hand them. You can actually dual wield these bigger weapons. Do love me the laser rifle. Yeah, shotguns are really good actually. For the way that I'm playing this anyhow, which is getting quite in the face, and it's my. I can already give you top tips for how to play this game and do well in it. Is you advance on the enemy. It pushes them off the square that are in. This is a really good upgrade to get on earlier. So basically, it has a chance to snag things, which is very useful. Might actually make it a bit easy. So we'll buy that one. Let's say, for instance, I do like that one as well. Because I've completed my mission, I can mulligan these twice. And then there's your usual sort of thing in these sort of things. You'll get percentage upgrades on various things: damage, critical hit, your shields, and then various interesting effects, like if you do X, you'll get Y, and so on. And we've got to love those if you do X, get Ys. As you play the game, you'll find that as I have, you'll know what each of these symbols stand for. So that's an increase to your shield capacity. That is a 3% increase to how quick your special bar builds up, which, to be fair with this character, we're not going to be using very much, because I don't need to teleport home. That one's poison increase resistance and a little bit of life, and that one's a big life upgrade. So I think we'll go with shield. And as I said, because we've completed the objective, it'll say eliminate. It was actually to eliminate a VIP, which we killed as soon as we came in. Hey dude, don't run, come back. Again, talking with you guys and dawdling is it's getting me all the cash. One of the other things, is that going to be better? Don't think so. One of the other things that we need to make a point of doing as well, and I didn't know if I liked this to begin with, is if you find weapons on the level, you can sell them. Now that's great, but then you have to go back and pick your other one up. So why couldn't there be like a bag or something along those lines that you can carry them in? And I'll tell you why. Because there's times when you'll pick up 2 weapons and then you'll be defenseless when all the reinforcements come up. As hilarious as that is. That lovely little purple effect is our bolus thing that we just purchased and keep procking off. And this is pretty much the game loop. Go up a level. Go up a level. Hey dude. Make sure I get that name right. Fourth wall breaker. It said it all as one word. Hello, fourth wall breaker. So, and therein lies pretty much your game loop. You go up a level, you complete the objective on the level, you use your money and your scrap to upgrade, buy, get various bits and pieces going on your character, and then carry on. So we can check the objective on this level right now, which is we've got to capture relics. So this is basically grabbing hold of things, taking them, and then dealing with what comes after. We've also got the ability, as I was saying before, we can do a threat scan, and you get as many of those as you want. There is a little bit of a cooldown, but that'll show us a lot of what's going on in the level. Do I do it as much as I should? No, and it doesn't last very long, but there are benefits to doing it later on. You also have the ability to check out your map, which you'll see here, and that'll show us the level. But yeah, should really show it off. Now, one of the things that is my next top tip, again, I don't see anybody doing this, so I don't know if they've seen it or not. Yes, it is Rogue. So each of these levels are randomly generated, randomly populated. So in theory, you should, I mean, you'll see similar levels, but you'll never see the same level twice. Now, those security guns are actually really good. Not good for our health at the moment until we've dealt with them. That's one of the uses that you can have as the shield. I'd rather just get out of the way and reload, because we haven't got a massive amount of shield left. It will recharge. Oh, it's paused. Damn it. There we go. Oh, it is. When you get the security turrets down to a certain amount of damage, you can then use your threat scan. And look, it is now set for kill alien scum as opposed to Silver-Tongued Devil, which it makes levels quite trivial sometimes, and I never see anybody doing that, and it's such a powerful feature within the game. These are the relics that we need to pick up. When we pick them up, it spawns these cultist dudes. We have to deal with them, and there's going to be a few relics for us to pick up, and yes, the reload animation is very satisfying. If I had two different guns on, it would take longer, but that's why I've got two of the same on, because, well, I want to reload nice and quick. And as I was saying with most VR games, this does have the whole thing of they aim where you are. So if you slowly move as you are returning fire, depending on the enemy, some of them fire very fast, but depending on the enemy, you can get a lot of work done without taking a lot of return fire. Enemies do burn and do take damage from effects. More guys on the way. That was our security turret kicking in. Cheers, dude. The slow time is being done via critical hits. So a lot of the time when you land a critical hit, you'll get that and the slow time thing, because we all love slow time. Everybody loves slow time. It's a VR staple these days. I'm a little bit on fire. Deal with these guys, find out what that gun is, and then we'll finish off this objective. Might have to crank this up to hard, you know. These little capsules, as long as you threat scan, they'll blow up and then they'll give you more money and resources. So they're kind of like a chest that reminds you to do threat scans. Because to be fair, the more you do them, the less you get snuck up on. Right, I think we might have enough. We've got a workbench there. Not the time for a shotgun. Game does this a lot as well. Put in the good stuff. Fire! Now, the revolver I found out how to use the other day, which is you reload it and you fire after you draw it, and it's a critical every time. Well, the first shot is very powerful, but slow. There's my security turret doing the good news for us. Where is that? Now I am actually going to sell the revolver because we can sell that for a couple of quid. Now I'm going to go pick up this when the flames stop. And the one thing that I'll say is there's definitely a game to master here, but you can get into the game loop of this. It's very simple. It's very satisfying, just the movement around. So Von likes shotguns, doesn't she? And she is modding, so not that modding, she's do weapons. So I've got my 2 pistols. I can exchange 2 pistols, gold, and scrap, which I have plenty of, to craft a shotgun. I'll do that. Yeah, no worries, dude. Thank you very much for coming in. No worries, dude. We're here to stay. Right, get the loot. Kill the things. And yes, we can do dual shotguns. You'll also see that the theme of the shotgun is lifesteal. So again, a vampiric weapon. I don't think that's tied to the class. I never use a shotgun. I'm always a laser rifle guy. Let's not get burnt this time. Right, so we've completed everything that we need to do on this level. We don't need the turret anymore. Can't fire up, unfortunately, because it confuses it with reloading, which you don't want. So, thank you for your service, but I'm taking your scrap. Hey, fellas. It's a good job I'm used to getting nice and close. The spread on these is horrible. But I think you can tighten it up and do more damage and bits and bobs. So, next thing we want to check. We want more health. This one's quite a good one. This one gives us a 2% chance to set people on fire with our shots. And these are the permanent upgrades that you get for the rest of your run until you die. We do have to actually complete the mission first, which should be easy enough. I'm sure you guys can help. So, what else we got? Another match one. Right, so we're going to be going for flame shots then. Not great at range, but we'll live. Alright, let's get the mission done. Now, remember how I said things are going to keep spawning? So we've got to do this whilst things are spawning. So it's just a simple puzzle game. So it wants us to push green. We push green. Green, red. Now, you remember how I said that my memory is shocking? There will be times where you guys might be screaming at me for this. Green, red. Oh, I wasn't looking. Green, red, green, red. Ow, ow, ow. So, just green, red, green, green. Yes, memory! Absolutely blasted here. Oh, dual wielding is what we'll go for. Could do with something. I'm pretty sure there is an upgrade that cuts down on your spread. Because these, you know, for a shotgun, it's not exactly very precise, is it? Right, so that's the level complete. Tell you what we'll have a quick look at whilst we're here. Quick check to the vendor. Hey Cheryl, and no worries. That one we want to get rid of, so we'll just get that bought. This one, we lose damage but we gain lifesteal. That's actually pretty good for our class, so we'll have that. The one thing that you will find is the more things you buy, the more interest goes on to the other things. That one's not that great for us, so we can do a reshuffle. Some of them are locked, which also means that we have to have certain power-ups before we can purchase the ones that are here. That one's really good. And we can't have that one because we need Sigil of Body. These ones are not so good, so again, because I'm completing missions, I'm getting reshuffles. But yeah, time for us to get out of here. And up we go. So quick check in comparison to how we had the audio last time. This should be a little better, right? You should be able to hear the game. You should be able to hear the music. I've actually turned the music down. I've also got the music down on the headset as well, so that it doesn't bleed through the mic. Because this game, when it gets going, is banging. And what we'll do, we'll continue this run a little bit longer. There's all kinds of different ones as well. Good, good. I think... Hey, hello Jordan. Yeah, I'll bet. And all it took was 24 hours of fancy fiddling. To be fair, I've been meaning to do something on the audio because I've got the capabilities to do it. So I've just upgraded my own a little, which does the trick. This is going to be a bit harder than usual. I'm going to have to grab this. Might as well have two. Come on, gimme, gimme! Oh, good job I got that. Ow. Maybe we won't stand in front of the turret. That now, you remember that trick that I showed you with turrets? It's going to be quite hard with the shotgun, because you're going to have to stand in its face to pull it off. But, gotta love a try, right? Sneak up on him. There we go, and as soon as that threat symbol picks up, as long as we do that, we now have a turret on our side for as long as I want to keep them around. I don't see people do this, and I think it's like a very cool and important feature. Another thing that, it doesn't rankle me. I mean, I like stealth, but I'm used to stealth, but I don't want stealth, not when these guys give loot. It's not much, and you'll see what I'm doing here is I am just keeping pace with them and getting right in their face, which, having a shotgun, I should be anyway. Is this a Takashi? Because it's got loads of multiple weapons. There we go, so we've wiped out everything on the level, which then completes it. Once the camera's been propped off, it doesn't work a second time. Let's see what we've got. Now, ideally, this one's good. Hitting an enemy grants a chance to reclaim ammunition, so saves you having to do on the reloads. So I think we'll take that. And that one's pretty good as well. But yeah, there's lots of combinations of weaponry that you can get as you progress. I'm going to try and get a second shotgun, which means we need to get 2 revolvers. So hopefully we'll find one as a loot. The little SMG that I have here, you can buy those in the shop. There's also kind of special variations of each of the guns that you can't find in the shop or can't buy in the shop. That's what we need. So the level's complete, but we need that to go up a level. One thing that we'll touch on in a moment, or once I've got a little bit into the game, is we'll have a look at the hand gesture controls. But I want to show this off because I think the hand gesture controls is good, but you kind of get downgraded a little bit. You gain homing bullets, but you lose your fire rate and a couple of other things. But it does work. I'm pitching this game as the game to have when you inevitably have to send your Oculus controller back to Oculus because of fucking stick drift. But you'd be able to still play this game, which is awesome. Right, let's get in the lift. Let's get out of here. Oh, I see the nudge. Right, yeah. Let's get a giveaway underway then, shall we? So, what I would like to see in the chat, if you've read the description, is this. The OK symbol. So find the OK emoji just by pressing emoji, hitting OK. Start throwing those up in the chat now. I'll call an end, depending on the objective of this level, and then we'll draw out of all the people that have put the little OK symbol in the chat. So, off you go. Better be quick, don't want to give it too much time. Ooh, these guys are tough. Yeah, I thought that was a security officer. Ah, there's another. Ow. Time to go. Come on, shotgun. Where's your accuracy? Let's go! Get to the lift. So as you can see, these guys are getting a bit more powerful. So I can't just run in there and gun. Although that's not going to stop me. Right. You have until I've collected all of these crystals. So, OK hand signs is what I'm hearing, and that's what you need to be putting in the chat to be in for the giveaway for the first key to the game. Ow, 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 no, don't. Oh, there's two! Right, this is going to take a little bit longer, and I'm not hearing any more OK hand signs, so end it there, Von, if you want to tally them up. Shotgun. Come on. Come on, friendly turret. Be friendly. Yes. Right. And then if I can deal with the other one. I think there's a rifle as well. That'll keep the enemies off my back. I want to trigger security because I've got a turret out there. He'll do some work for me. In fact, let's get these as well. He can do some more work for me. Did I hear that was fourth? Ooh, got that one. Awesome. So yeah, Von will attempt to contact you within the Discord. We've got another 2 keys to give away. I'll play this run until I think we've got dual shotguns. Oh, you just can stand there and take it like a bus. Lovely. Nice one, Ron. No worries, dude. I hope you enjoy the game as much as I do. It's alright, laugh. As I said, it's colourful. It's very loud, but when I first got this game, it was just too much. There was just too much going on. And then once I settled into it a little bit and started looking at the factor of you can upgrade your character on each run, and as you go along and you can make yourself, you can get very overpowered very quickly, basically. And I do like those games, because let's face it, we've all got enough of an underdog fantasy through having to play IDU. Oh good, the turret's going to help. Let's have an overdog fantasy for a change here. See, this is one of the good things for the shield. As soon as that's down to, I think it's half health. We'll then have the ability to... Come on, no, out shield. Might not be able to get out, there we go. I think I got it. Yes. We'll have that as well. Loot! But not flames! But one of the things, the fire doesn't hurt you too much, but obviously it can damage you. There's perks that you can get later on, so whilst you're under the effect of statuses, it can power you up, which is hilarious. This gun's very good. If it's the one that I think it is. Quick one for you here, Bear, or Jordan, rather. It said 0% lifesteal, so I don't know if that's wrong or not. I'm going to sell it anyway. We want shotguns. So let's get rid of the standard issue. Go and grab that other gun. Turret's doing lots of work for us. Ah! Look, I think my favourite thing is the fact that you can't do it with all enemies, I'll tell you that now. But to begin with, just charging down everything's throat is the tactic to go for. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay, cool. Awesome. See, constantly being added to and little things changed. I think since I've had this game, I've seen loads of bits and bobs added. Hey, Camille. How are we doing? I don't think we want to buy 2 pistols, but we need to have 100 gold left over after we've done that. Then we can go dual shotgun. So I think we'll forego items for now. Definitely. I think you might have. No worries, dude. Better late than never. Real life comes first, unfortunately, etc., etc. I can throw all sorts of motivational slogans your way. Tell me when to stop. But we're not much past the tutorial, but I have got the mission on. Oh yeah, we haven't done this yet. Have we got them all? Yes, we have. Now, this puzzle can get a little bit funky because it starts moving things around. Don't look away. Green, red, green, red, green, yellow. Green, red, green, yellow. Yellow, green. Green, red, green, yellow, green. Memory! But the problem is, these guys stomping down the corridor, you're constantly watching your back. Oh, we might have enough for it, you know. Too stealthy. How much we got? That's enough. So, yeah, we got the black on black writing, which I tried before and wouldn't have it, but Camille said the way that he was doing it was the same way that I tried doing it, so I tried again and it worked. So I obviously know a little bit more than I did when I first started. You've seen those of you tuned in to begin with have seen the fancy stuff that I'm going to be doing with the chat at a later date. Right, we need to grab the pistol. Take that. We need to grab the pistol. Take that. There's our shotgun. Let's go here, here, here. Let's craft weapons. Craft shotgun. Shotgun on the right. And we are now unstoppable. These should reload stupid fast. And now it doesn't matter how inaccurate they are because we can put so many bullets down the corridor. Ah dear, this is why I should play around with different weapons. I just love the las rifles in this so much. All these high guys can feel a bit of a problem, man. Those turrets are going to be a pain as well. Okay, I can get used to that. Lovely. Mission accomplished. We have 2 shotguns. So what else do we need to know about this? Oh, we don't want that rod. And we don't need that one because I'm not really going to use its special power. Reveals all cameras? Nah. And yeah, thank you very much, Camille, for helping me out through the week with getting the audio right for this and the quality and everything as well. You've been essential in getting me where I am. Wow, essential's a strong word, actually, having said that, but you know, definitely some help rendered. No, very grateful. So you can see on screen that I have a handful of upgrades and a +4, which is additional upgrades other than the ones that you can see. We can actually review all of the upgrades that I have here. You'll see that I'm starting to build my resistances as well based on things that I've picked up. We've increased our shield a little bit. We've increased our health a little bit. And these are, if you ever need to review all of the bits and pieces that you have or things that you should be doing, they're all on here. The only thing that I was going to ask Jordan is there a way that we could put you could put a multiplier when you pick up ones that stack next to them so that we know how many we have? I know I haven't got any yet and I don't think that's in it. Wait. I know they do. Just wait until we got the fancy writing up and running. Oh my. There's our VIP thing. See you later, pal. Oh no, it's not a VIP, that's just a guard. Now the next thing, although we've got what we wanted, that isn't the end of our upgrading saga, nightmare, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, grenade. Get this turret on our side, and then we'll move in from there. So, once you've got your weapons that you want, you can then use your scrap and your money to upgrade them. Let's get that on our side quick. There we go. There is. It's the one thing that I started saying at the beginning of the stream. When I first played this game, it was absolutely overwhelming. And then when you start playing it and you start getting into it, you see Simple's the wrong word, but how straightforward everything is. And then after you see how straightforward everything is, like for instance being able to manipulate the enemies the way that I'm doing by just moving into them, it takes a little bit of effort on your part, but if you can do it, it's particularly powerful. Let's not go to the flames, don't like those. Once you then start doing that, you then start seeing the upgrades that you can do, the possibilities, the weaponry, all the extras and all the bits and bobs. Then you start getting silly shit like this. Weapon gains 2% chance to fire an additional bullet. Yeah, we'll take that on the shotgun all day. And then there's more and more and more. I definitely want that one. But we're already reloading pretty fast. No. Hello, Keith, and no bow and arrow option yet. I'm sure if I play this enough. And hours. Yes. Now with 2 turrets in the level, even as the reinforcements pour in, it shouldn't be a problem. Now what have we got left? Some of these rewards are actually, like, I don't need doors to automatically open, I can just hold my hand on them. But some of the rewards aren't amazing, but you need them to be able to progress through, like, the rewards tree, so to speak. So that is worth noting. And some abilities are locked out for some characters. No, you wouldn't want to. Go up. Another one of these. There, boys. And again, like, a lot of things going on, a lot of visuals, a lot of effects, a lot of things happening. But one of the things that is very good on this is it is quite it's not difficult to die, but if you stay mobile, you're always going to be able to regenerate your shield. And you take a little hidey hole, watch your shield come back, and then you can just go at it again. And as long as you manage your life bar on top of that as well, or go for a vampiric class, so you start going for all the lifesteal weaponry and various bits and pieces, then you're good to go again. The turret just doing the work for us. I had to figure that out myself. It's so obvious. When you shoot the turret, it gets that symbol next to it. I've seen nobody do it, and it's awesome. Ooh, loot, sellable loot. Right, let's make a run for a vendor. No, not yet. Go, 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 go. But yeah, it feels like there's a lot going on, like with most games, until you actually get it. And once you get it, it's an awesome little game. Let's sell. And we haven't talked about, which I will start talking about as well, something that I hope to do in the future, is this game has Twitch integration, which basically means that in the, well, Hunger Games has got one element of it, but you guys would put in a donation, and don't worry, I would set it so that it's like pence. But then with you guys, I don't know about that, because if it was pence, I've seen what you guys are like as far as Beanie's concerned. Imagine Beanie's stream, but you guys can spawn particularly nasty enemies, or drop grenades at my feet, or what else is there? How? Or send in particularly nasty security bots, or bounty hunters, and various nasty shit. You can also help me, but I'd turn that off. But I need to have, I need to get the old Twitch side of things up and running. And you know what? For this game, I'm prepared to. I don't have to do a massive amount, but it's something that I will work towards. What I was going to try, or me and Jordan were talking about. Yeah, smiling face with horns indeed. Hang on, these shotguns are very loud. I miss that for 2 seconds. Yeah, you would run Beanie over with a tank if you had the option. I don't think that's an option in this game, but there's some nice help me, hurt me sort of stuff. On this, yeah, because I can get overpowered quicker than you can kill me. I guarantee it. And then I'm sure one of you would take pity on me, and then you would, like, you know, the other one is you can throw confetti in my face, and the good thing, as I understand it as well, is, like, for instance, if you're the person responsible for summoning, said, the bounty hunter, it'll tell me on screen that such and such has done such and such, unless you want to do it anonymously. So yeah, you'd all be responsible, and I'd know. Like you guys would care anyway. You'd want me to know. Yeah, but teleport arrows only, Beanie. Grenade. So yeah, that's one of the features of this game. I knew it was going to come up. Should have mentioned it. Right, moving swiftly on from me being bitter about confetti and hyperdash, let's mod these shotguns. Now, I, again, like to be a bit boring and keep everything the same. We can put various target displays on, which increase range and power. The more range a gun has, so we can put the sniper scope on the shotguns if we want. The more range a bullet has, the obviously further it travels before it dissipates. But I also believe that means that it would bounce more as well if you were going for that within your class. You can then put on your various lasers, which have different stats for increasing range and power again. No, because teleport arrows aren't a thing, unfortunately. But yeah, what me and Jordan were talking about was his ability as sort of like the game creator. I think he might because I've integrated my Twitch, but because it isn't to a state of play where it can accept donations, nobody could do anything to me. But I think Jordan has the ability as the game creator to just come in and do what he wants. But that will not be this stream. He's assured me that as much as you guys beg for him to just do this, let's pretend that he can't. I'm pretty sure he can't, so it's all good. So we're going to keep this reasonably. Can I get everything? Oh, I can as well. So let's get all the stuff on the shotgun. So increase magazine capacity, the first noise suppressor module, the first laser one. Just this, basically the first one and everything ups the power. The second one ups power and range. The third one is third, fourth, and fifth are more towards range and less toward power. Let's upgrade the left one. Ah, hell, let's upgrade them both. Bom, 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 bom. Sure. Okay, we'll just do that. Yeah! Shotguns! Right, we need the drum magazine for this one, and then we're almost done. Silenced shotguns. I thought I'd left that behind from the Call of Duty days. It takes a silenced shotgun, for Christ's sake. Defeats the object. Although they're getting pretty long. Might have to take those off, you know. I think I preferred it when it was... But the advantage is now I can hear you guys again over the shotguns. Right, we don't need these anymore. Put in some work. Now, the one thing that I will say as far as the game's concerned, so we are on level 5 at the moment. At the moment, this part of the game isn't fully finished in that there isn't an ending to it yet. However, it goes as far as level 12 is the last level populated. I mean, I'm sure we could do that. And then level 13 is the one that is now in development. Again, Jordan is a man on his own, so to speak, and he's also doing other bits and pieces with other games as well. Hello, Travis. So I think what we'll do, I think we'll call it there on this run. I'll start a different character and we'll have a look at gesture control. But as you can see, you can get very powerful very quickly by playing the game and knowing a little bit about what you're doing. The thing that I like is, if you pay attention, this is one of those VR games, again, where the little details, if you pay attention to the things that are going on around you, it tells you everything that you need to know to exploit the game. Silly. But yeah. So let's see if there was any... Oh, reload 50% faster. And the other thing as well is, you do have to be clever about what you buy, because these will start getting stupid expensive very fast. This is one of the latest updates, and I think it's a good one. Because there's overpowered, and there's overpowered so that you don't even need to play the game anymore. The system... Look, I like to make sure that I can play things to a reasonable standard, especially before I show them off. I find a lot of VR skills are transferable, but I don't know, this game just gelled very nicely with me. Other ones do as well. That's a shame I can't get that drum barrel on. But anyway, let's... How long will it take us to burn? Can we shield the burn? Let's try. Well, we'll leave the shield up because that will drain our shield. Yeah, how can you feed me humble pie? So we're just going to die quickly. I could restart, but it's got quite a cool death noise. I do like it. And I'm holding my shield up here to make sure my shield doesn't recharge. Ah, this could take a while, you know. Let's go and find some enemies. They'll shoot us down pretty fast. Where are the enemies when you need them? But again, you don't need to be that dexterous with this game either. It is just as simple as pointing your hand out. I'll put the shield up over here. I tell you what, this shield works a lot better than the one in IDU. Just saying. Come on, kill me. I think we were doing better when we were on fire. Might have to crank the difficulty up, especially if I'm getting to this level this fast. Nah, you know what? There. It does the same ending animation anyway. But that should give you an example of just how much damage and firepower that you can take. Now, top tips for anything, and it's actually thanks to this game that I found out that your watch, because it does say there, unobstruct hands and wrists, and having your watch on, your hand, with the controllers, you know as well as I do that that's a lie. So, a couple of things that I will say. If you're going to play this in hand tracking, put the controllers down very far away from you. Let's see if we can get these up and running. I think I've got it turned on. Hey! Look! Silver Tongue Devil. Live actual hand reveal. For the first time ever. Unmasked and killed live in the ring. So, now we're playing with just our hands. There are some caveats as to how much you can accomplish. I mean, obviously you don't need any controllers, so I would definitely pitch this as one of the games that you would be able to play when you inevitably get stick drift and have to send your controller away. Oh, also, I can respond in a visual format to any problems that we have in stream. There we go. Oh, I was kind of hoping for the peace symbol, but something wrong come out there, so there you go. Right, mature hand reveal over. Let's play. So it works very much on the same sort of principles as a lot of the hand gestures that you guys probably don't even know actually exist within Oculus. and a lot of them are the same. And what I am doing with my hand to get the gun out is pointing my fingers. I know it was a little bit, wasn't it? So now I have no controllers. Now the only disadvantage that you have is you're not able to pull a trigger. But if you point the gun at the enemy, the aiming is done for you. So this way of playing is actually not a bad way to start. This is kind of like the crossbow if you were starting another game. You still have all the ability to do everything that you can do within the game, other than actually pull the trigger yourself. And by having my hands open, I can move. By making... I don't think I can... By doing that, brings out the gun. But, oh yeah, of course, because I haven't got a gun in that hand. So I'm bringing out the gun by doing that. Which is simple enough. And then reloading is just done by pointing up. Simple as that. And then all your moving about is done. As far as the wrist commands and doing the threat scan side of things, just bring your wrist over. And then as far as your special move, this guy doesn't have an activated one. You just hold the controller up and... the controller. That's what everyone else calls their hands, right? Their right and left controller. So you just hold your hand up in front of you and then just clench your fist and you're done. So now I prefer playing with controllers, but this does work and it's very cool. Let's get a second phaser because boring. And this is... oh, actually, that's a good point. There's me talking about that. Now, this character is all about shields, and unfortunately none of the rewards that we get straight away are to do with shields, which is unfortunate. Opening table if it does performs an automatic threat scan, I'll just remember to do that. So, it looks like we go in health. Now, this character starts off with very low health, but my bar at the top here, as that fills, I will plant mines automatically on the ground, which is definitely useful. Now, the only problem that I find with playing with the hand gesture side of things... oh, phaser set to kill. Look at this one. Never got that in Star Trek, did you? Lovely. All the guns have something special about them as well. So phasers regen ammunition over time. You can still reload them, but you could then fire, and just bring one down whilst you're firing the other. It just basically, what it translates to is faster reloads. I love these because they upgrade to the las rifle. I like the las rifle. Hey, what are you talking about? We're in the right universe. This is the USS Rotten Crotch. Didn't you read the intro? So... right, I'm just going to have a quick wet of water and then we'll get out there and I'll show you gesture based and hand based and all this good stuff. Now again, I'm very impressed with what has been done here because you've only got so much to work with as far as Oculus is concerned. But I don't like being underpowered on this game and I feel it. No! I also find... there we go. Out we come. USS Humble Pie. No. It's the USS Rotten Crotch. So as you can see, I was quite underpowered there with the phaser. Tell you what as well, just take my watch off. Because I think that's why my left hand kept on disappearing. There we go. Right. I've also found that lighting is quite a big one. And unfortunately the lighting in my room creates quite a bit of a shadow over the top of me. Now I think I can counter it. By stepping back a little bit, maybe to here. Let's try that again. After being handed humble pie, managed to get one level deep. Okay, cool. Right, so That was a great time to die. All part of the plan. We will do another giveaway. And now I can show you the correct symbol. If you would like to do this in the chat, and we will start the giveaway. Everyone who can pop this. Oh, I can't point without bringing the gun out. Maybe I can point my pinky finger. Do this in the chat. So if you press emoji and are looking for the OK symbol, find that, post it in the chat to enter the next giveaway for a copy of this awesome game. Whilst I try and get my bearings. I also haven't played with the gesture control side of things as much as I'd like to, because I really prefer the controller side of things, but it is nice to have. There's no vendor in here. I wanted to take another gun with me. Oh. This one's really good for this class because it means that the bar charges quicker and you get mines faster. So let's go up one. Hello, Cyberdude. That was excellent timing, sir. Well done. Snuck straight in. Nice. Now, not quite as confident with the gesture controls as I am with the normal guns. So now, as I was saying, I can't really control the fire rate with these, is the only problem. Now, there's got to be some limitations because of, you can do it all have that though. I sell that. But then you get homing because it's harder to aim with pointed fingers, as any good pointy finger type would tell you. To be fair, you just have to play it a little bit different in that you need to bring your guns up quicker, you need to make sure you're reloaded, and so previously you saw me getting right in their faces. For this mode, long range is the way. Now, I would say you have until I complete that console mission, but it takes ages. So we will sell. I don't think we need. Stop it. Oh, it's right. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm trying to sort my guns out. Get out. Buy weapon, dual phaser. Hey, silenced phaser. Let's go. Turret going to work there for us, dropping a mine. No, Kim. No, no, no. Everyone's always welcome to be in the running. I'm getting plenty of keys through these days. I want everybody in with a chance, whether you won last time or not. To be fair, Von will rig it. You won't win again. Ever. But like we would. Right, that'll do, Von. Call it there, because I think that's everybody in. You see quite how fast these ones reload. That's what it is. So what I'm doing here, this is a take and hold style mission, which unfortunately there's no way for us to speed up, and it does take a while, but you get so much gold. And to be fair, we have to do this because that's what allows us to move on to the next level. Congratulations, dude. Will, if you drop your Discord name here, we will endeavour to find you and get you a copy of the game. Oh, we've got to get back in here. Quick, quick. Oh, right, that's why, because they're recharging. Okay, that makes these a little better for the hand gesture, the phaser side of things. No worries, dude. I hope you enjoy the game as much as I do. Also, make sure those that win, and anybody obviously that's interested as well, jump into the Discord. I've left the links in there. They're always after, you know, there's updates on the game, suggestions are welcome, bug reporting, all the good stuff I like you'd expect to see on any good Discord server. It's all in there. Loot! Give me the loot! Hand gestures optional, obviously. You can't pick up individual gold coins. I'd be here for all day, but I'd still do it, you know. Right, that's a lot of money. Now, that one's, well, I suppose you had to put a duff one in, didn't you? But this one is interest free, so it doesn't increase the effects, it doesn't increase the cost of any of the other ones, but you have to kind of buy to get rid of it. Or I can just reshuffle, but I'd rather never see it again by getting rid of it. And what I'm finding is certain angles within my room are more beneficial to the hand tracking side of things. But there's also an element of getting used to it as well. And as I said, I've played a little bit with it, but one of the things that I didn't realise when I was playing is having your watch on, and then that translates to also, if it would mess up hand tracking, there is the possibility that because it is a mirrored surface, it could potentially mess up controller tracking as well. So I now remove my watch, and I haven't had any of the drift that we've all had since. I'm waiting, obviously. Ah, Bolas is very good. Grants increased energy. I don't do a lot of blocking. Don't like any of those. Right now, double shot is good, but steady on, fellas. In fact, phasers are probably best for gesture based because of the replenishing ammunition. It replenishes at about the same rate as you fire, which means that you're just continually firing, which is quite good. I like it. But ultimately, it's still the last rifle that I want. Let's go get the rest of these upgrades. So, for those of you paying attention, that means we have one key giveaway left in about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I will just play this off for a little bit longer. Regain shield energy after standing still. Well, this android is all about shield, so we're definitely taking that. And now we've used our free reshuffles that we get from completed missions. Hey! Oh, these are the ones that if you stand around too long, they will kick your ass. These are enhanced. Ah! These are enhanced. That was actually a manly scream, I think. These are enhanced security drones. I believe, and Jordan, I'm sure you can correct me if I'm wrong, these are the bad boys that you guys can send in at me, but don't do it when I've got one of those, because it rinses them. But they are tough. I don't think we've seen a bounty hunter yet, but I'm sure we will. So, we've done our mission, we've got the monies. How much have we got in the ways of cash and stuff. Not enough. So yeah, gesture based, slower rate of fire, but auto aim. If you like that sort of thing. I wouldn't say it's an easy mode though, because that slow rate of fire is really going to fuck me up later on, I think. But we'll see. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, manly screams. Now, this is one of the problems or disadvantages of gesture-based, is I can't finish this off. I can't kill this. I can't friendly fire things because it doesn't detect that as an enemy, so I can't shoot it. Now, technically, you shouldn't because it's working for me, but I know that there's lovely, lovely things inside there and I want them, but I can't have them because of the gesture-based. But we'll probably get as much from that as we did from killing that. Yeah, security hornets are, yeah, they're not nice. And bounty hunters, yeah, they carry big sniper rifles. Big sniper rifles. Right, a lot of these upgrades aren't really going to help us. So, we're pretty low on health as an android anyway, so let's take health. Off we go. Should do this more. Interesting. Some feature of the threats these have something to do with gesture based. They look like they had more of a chance of turning on fire. Was that a phaser thing? I'll have to check in a minute. I'll stop running. Run away. We did well there. It's pretty manly. Well, you know what, Beanie? That's what clipping's for, right? Now, what I'm doing here is I'm manipulating my play space a little bit, and instead of moving, actually moving my body like, you know, you can in VR. It's the thing. You're on my side now. Yes, but now we can't get the loot from it, so decisions. Bloody hand gestures. Taking my loot. No, I couldn't trust these hands. But the extra firepower is nice. One of the things that you can have that I've actually turned off is you can put motion blur on. Wow, range. Look at this. I wouldn't even be able to hit that guy with the controllers. Right, Beanie? Oh, another phaser. Well, you know what that means. Right, which one's the best one? Phasers for days. Level 20. Levels don't necessarily mean better, but as a general rule. Okay, so we want to keep that one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to upgrade. Because this is as good a time as any to do so. If there's an upgrade bench. If there's not, well, that's not a problem either. It doesn't look like there is. Everything that's on this level will stay on this level, regardless of whether we leave it or not. So what we're going to do, I want this one, get out, back to get you guys later. What we can do is we can return, and because it's all been preloaded and rendered, and we can return very quickly to a previous floor. Wait. 2 seconds more. I was just in the middle of shooting stuff. I love phases. They're so quick to reload. It's awesome. Totally. Yeah, I know, right? Totally doing the aiming. Horizontal barbarians, indeed. Right. Where's a crafting bench when I need one? Or am I going to have to go down another level? There it is. Alright, let's make my favourite so far. Good job I set a mine down. Totally did that on purpose. Otherwise those guys would have had my lunch. Laser rifle. Craft. Yes, please. Yeah. I do like the laser rifle. This one's special ability is heavy lead impact, which is, I think that's like piercing bullets, basically. Oh, we've already done these. So we can now go up and we can grab the additional laser pistol that we had. If we can then either find another or buy another, we can go for doubles. And as I said, there are quite a lot of, not secret weapons, but weapons that aren't available for you to craft or make. Oh, you guys got nothing on me. I got a laser gun. It is quite cool though. I don't do just anything gesture based. And the fact that I forget that I'm doing this all with my hands. And the one thing that I will say, and credit to Jordan on this one, everything, my lighting isn't great for it, but everything feels very natural. I've played a lot of games where the wrong buttons are employed for the wrong things, or it doesn't feel right, or it just isn't the same standard as other things, and this all just works really good. Right, I think we've got, it's memory time. Blue. I can do that. Don't bother helping, chat. You're fine. Blue, orange. It's getting tough. Almost 3 buttons in a row I had to press there. Shit. Wasn't paying attention. Blue, orange, blue, orange. I was listening to the footsteps behind me. What's the last one? Okay, so just blue, orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. Ow, orange, blue, orange, blue. Memory! That guy took that mine nicely. Right, so that's the mission on the level complete. Where was that laser gun? Oh, I picked it up. Lovely. Should be using that as well. Right. Let's see if we can get another one. Which one do we want? Life. Special. Yeah, so this is what I was saying to Jordan a second ago, is I currently have, and I don't think he's put it in yet, but I know it was in the works, I currently have 3 of these Tome of Knowledges. You'll see it says Game Plus 3 Alt Charge and Stackable. Now I know I have 3 because I've been keeping count. Or have I got 3? There you go, and that's why I need to know how many I've got with a little time symbol would be lovely. Because my memory is shocking. Let's go, let's find that other last pistol and make a double laser gun. That's getting sold. Need that money. Pick that up later. Okay, that's the boss. So I didn't check the objective, and I should have done, but there's a boss on this level. He has cronies. Those cronies are medics. Those medics heal themselves. Oh, look at this. It's like Wanted. I tell you what, that's another good thing then that hand gestures got over normal. Can make bullets go round walls. Can make the bullets go where I want, you see. Hand gesture based revolver ocelot. I'm gonna have to try this with revolvers now. Next task. Hope my Metal Gear Solid references aren't wasted on you people. Make sure they are. Loose references. Need faster reload rate. Come on, come on, come on. I've got to remember I need to be taking these things at range. You can move and fire as well if you've got the, well, I would say dexterity for it. It's pretty easy to do. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That's not good. Shield's down. Almost died then. No! Leave me alone! Bloody gesture based. So we'll go back onto controllers for the rest of it. But as I say, it's definitely a game that works with gesture based controllers. It just works a little differently. One of the things that I will say about it, as I said before, is if you ever have to send either of your controllers away, well, at least you've got a game that you could play. You get a ranking at the end. It increases your level. Increasing your level at the moment just gives you an idea of your progress. It doesn't do anything yet. But again, there's lots of bits and pieces that are being added. What I will show you is there's a nice little wave horde mode. Yeah, I know, right? I got absolutely slain by that guy. I love the android class as well. I can usually play it so well. I got absolutely ripped apart. And we're only on normal difficulty. Yeah, ensign, officer, admiral. There are also scoreboards and various bits and pieces behind us as well. This is where you have the Twitch integration, and there's lots of bits and pieces coming in and coming soon and what have you. As I say, this is a beta. So we'll keep it on officer for now. What I'll do, this was the latest mode that Jordan's put in, and it's just a simple little wave shooter. You get two nice big guns to play with. Gesture based would probably be easier for this, thinking on. And we're just on a space platform, and lots of things are going to come at us because we've got two of the same. We've got a nice fire rate and nice reload rate. What do these guns do? Heavy lead impact, so. Okay, IDU shield. And we start off with fully upgraded of these. This will give you your squats for the day as well. Kind of like pistol whip. And as long as you keep slowly moving with these guys, you shouldn't get hit, except maybe on the side of the head, like I'm sure I can demonstrate in a minute. But they've got a decent reload rate. These ones you have to kill as fast as possible because their laser guns are very fast. And as you play this mode, there are various power-ups, upgrades that unlock. So there's a little bit of kind of progression within it. But this one's a good one to get your aim down and just have some powerful weapons. I think, I'm sure Jordan will tell us, he's got lots of plans for this mode and plans for the other mode that he's developing, which is Onslaught, which is going to be, you know, this is a simple and effective mode. Lots of games have got something like this. Hell, there's games that adjust this. There's one of the power-ups there. What does that one do? Don't know. An upgrade, maybe? around a little bit more. Stop losing all my health. What you can also do is between levels, which I'm not doing because I'm just trying to crack through it to show you the mode. Those ones stop me recharging health and shield, I think. And they fire very fast. But this is where you come if you want an instant gratification, great sense of firepower. These things are absolutely banging. In fact, they might actually, I don't know, what's the audio? Oh god, what's the audio like? Are these overriding me? I'm like, they might be. But again, as I say, all part of it. Recently added. More various bits and pieces coming soon. So what? One of the things, if you're still here, Jordan, what are the plans for the Onslaught mode? Give me an idea of what's coming in it. Oh, good. Hey, infinite slow time, and what's that one? Maybe it's homing shot. Nope. I think it might have been better off gesture based for this, you know. That's what that is. Slowly. Ow. I'll go down here then. Because of that time already. Okay. In that case then, let me recharge. Right. Let's have some of those in the chat for the last giveaway. For a key for this awesome little game. I'm going to sit here and recharge my shields. And then you probably have until I either complete the next wave or die. Because that's a strong possibility at this point. Oh, I forgot I've got a nuke. Oh, it definitely slaps, yeah. So yeah, get those. Okay, hand signs in the chat for the last one. Hello, Chicken Sink. Good timing. Alright. You have until I die or complete this wave. Let's face it, it's going to be complete this wave. Easy. God. Oh, that's mine. Oh, good, I haven't seen any nasty stuff yet. And what we'll do after the giveaway is we'll have a look at another class and see if I can take it all the way to the end. Ow. Okay, wave's not over yet, you still got time, get those in the chat. Good. Hopefully you're doing a much better job than I am. Cool. Any more for any more? I'm going to kill it. Cool, wave complete, end it there. Pick as a winner, Von. Oh, I don't even know what that one means. Oh! Yeah, this is my kind of gun now. Yeah. As long as I get to keep this, we're golden. Some fire rate. Oh dear. I was having so much fun shooting. I forgot to look at my life. Ah dear. So it's an easy game until it's a really hard game. But I've got to show you a little bit of death, you know. Right, hopefully you're all in on time there. Yeah, I haven't put as much time into that one as I wanted. The upgrades for that, Jordan, are they permanent, or do you stack them on top of each other and they just dissipate over time? If they're permanent, then I'm definitely putting some time into that, because that rapid fire is awesome. So let's have another look at another class now that I have got a decent one. Yes, nice one, Dave. Congratulations. Let's have a look at... Right, cool. So the rest of this will be... Now that's all the keys given away. The rest of this will be... We'll just play... Oh, temporary. Okay. This is why I'm waiting for the onslaught mode. Let's have a read of what it says. Armcraft deployed to defeat endless waves of increasingly more difficult enemy troops. Sounds exactly like the sort of thing that I'm playing at the moment on PC, between headset chargings and not. Okay, and arcade points as well. Yeah, nice one, Dave. Always lovely to see a channel reg get the good stuff. Right, let's have... The only thing that I will say about the Traveller is you don't need to use another weapon, because this starting weapon is so powerful and you actually get a bonus from it. You get constant critical hits as long as it's the only gun in your hand. So let's have a look at what I believe is the hardest, but once you get it popping, it's pretty good. Yeah, no worries, Dave. Once you get this one going, you can really... Nope, I couldn't have put it better myself. So, this game, like, the characters are varied enough that they almost feel like... I mean, this one does definitely feel like a different mode. We have no shield, we just have a life bar. But because of no shield and no recharging, we need to be... Oh, okay, cool. Is there, are there any new classes in the works, dare I ask? So, oh, this one, that one's a really great upgrade to get straight away, because... increases the sell price of weapons by 50%. I like this one. I want that one now. So that's the one we'll go for, but I don't think we need to buy a gun because we can't... Now, this is the only problem with the medic is we can't buy this. Now, I could buy something, but it is... I could get a pistol because that has life steal as well, but we'll just stick with this for now. What have we got in the item shop? Plus 1% critical, increased attack speed when on fire. I don't think we need to worry about increasing our output of damage when we're on fire. Let's take Deadeye and let's go and get this. Oh, little cash grab. Let's go! So this is like a little bonus mini game where you can pick up gold. And you have so long to do it, and you just have to be fast, and you can get some bonus gold out of it. I don't think you get anything for collecting them all, but you already get some money for doing it anyway. So we were on 0, and we got an extra 25. Happy days. So let's get this one and carry on. I like it. Intelligence officer. I've never been called that before, but I'm sure I could grow into the role. This also has, I think the effect that's popping off and there is like a continual life steal, and we do have to be careful. You'll also find that whilst you are one-handed, your guns are usually a bit more powerful than when you are dual wielding. On some of them, at the very least. No. Let's not set off security. Oh dear. Let's not do the thing. It's okay, I'm back on controllers now. Don't stand a chance. Run away. Yeah, that's right, you better run. I am as well. Right. Run. Did I say run? What I was going for was tactical retreat. Yeah, see, one of the things that I have found, I think not only is this doing lifesteal, but it's also doing lifesteal through poison. Or it might be poison and lifesteal. This is the one class I've played once. No, you can't have a shield at the same time. But it's the one thing that I don't do enough of, is using the shield. However, I think the shield is possibly moot with the medic, because you don't actually have a shield bar for it to go up against. We'll have to play around with that and see what it does. So healing stations are always nice to see when you're the medic class. And what ideally we want is we're going to open this box. Yeah, you were a problem. We're going to open this box, and inside it is going to be another medic gun. Okay, well, we'll take that for now. Oh, 0% lifesteal. If you could throw that update through for me, Jordan, that'd be great. I could do with it to be like 20% lifesteal. That'd be fantastic. One of the things that is quite cool that I noticed with the medic gun. Let's see what it says. Ah, right, okay, yeah, it is. It's toxic, piercing, and has vampiric effect as well. So the piercing will mean that it will pass through enemies, and the... Ah, okay, I figured as much. Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, the toxin, when they're... Again, the little touches. When they're affected by toxin, as they're walking around, they cough. Which I thought was great. Who puts that into games? Why would you even bother? It's brilliant. Right. I mean, that Glock's better than nothing, and it isn't slowing our low reload rate down. We can reshuffle 2 of these 2 times for free. All of those are locked out. But we'll get a reshuffle in the next one, I think. That's the medic's special procking off, which is, it just does a heal, which is probably not a bad one to push for. What's that? Destroy cameras? No, I can do that. I'm really good with destroying cameras. One of my specialties. Let's get increased ultimo ability. Yeah, do it, Dave, do it! This is how Siobhan's building up her friend user base. Under the guise of key giveaways. No, this is the system that we have, and it works, so I can make sure that keys get given to the right people. And my various assistants are awesome and fantastic. I don't mind. I'll take the security guard. Where is he? There he is. Feeling a little under the weather there. It seems to happen a lot more in VR games than anything else these days. It is the little things that devs put into these games, and could be completely missed, and probably more often than not are, and it's fantastic. Various secret levels. Guys coughing when they get poisoned by a toxin. You don't need that in the game, but they're great little touches, and it's fantastic when you find them. Which one's going to get net us more cash? I know this is more powerful. And as I said, when I first started playing this game, I didn't like the feature of having to go and grab a gun, go and pick up a different gun, drop it on the kiosk and then go back. But it has definitely grown on me because it puts you in some very stupid, very risky situations. Right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to be a hot minute. So, I did this previously, but I didn't explain what was going on. So this is the condition for completing the level. Basically, infinite enemies will spawn. We don't get anything out of those said enemies in regards of coin. I know that one dropped some, but that was because he was reinforcements from the lift. And we just have to keep killing. One of the things that I make the mistake of doing is just sitting in this and killing everything that I see. And it can be a mistake because you can get overwhelmed. However, you can just leave the arena, and no more enemies will spawn until you go back in again. Or not the arena, the area, rather. So you can make that as, like, I need to get back in here to push it off again, and it won't deteriorate or anything. But if I get overwhelmed, which I could do because my weapons aren't particularly great, and I'm playing as a character that's going to rely on killing enemies as opposed to getting hit and retreating. Sir, here, have another. One of the things that's worth mentioning as well about this is another offering from the publisher of which is Click Games, and they are the same guys that did published the excellent Dragon Fist Kung Fu. This game's in amongst them as well. But yeah, once you find class, I do like the medic class. You just got to make sure you're constantly hitting stuff. But once you find the right class, it starts to click. This is what I found. I found this game very confusing to begin with. I didn't really know what was going on, and there was a lot going on. And then I settled in on the android class and picked up a second phaser and started playing the game properly and finding that, as I've said before, if you move into the enemies, you force them off their space and force them back. As I'm now finding. It's a great game. Yes, I like it. That's perfect. I'll happily sit there and just press that button. Yeah, anything that I reckon anything that distracts you from putting firepower out, or, as you say, increasing difficulties to speed things up, is fantastic. Why you do this to me, game? I don't want any of these upgrades. I want shield. No, I don't want shield. I'm a medic. Or maybe I'll take resistance. What's my resistance like at the moment? So, your resistance is obviously going to determine how much damage you take from the various sources. Let's get some flame resistance. Have we got flame resistance? We can do it, yeah. This gun isn't doing us any favours at the moment, but it is cool. I say, everything upgrades dynamically and has extra bits and pieces added onto it. Hey fellas, got some gold in there for me? Yeah, you do. So, as I was saying previously as well, you can sit on the floor and just harvest various bits and bobs so that you can get all the upgrades that you want to. If you so chose. I do like the hands as well, look at that. Whole galaxy in the palm of my hand, kinda. Or maybe on the back of it. Right. Let's go and get that second needle gun injection time. The doctor's in. That's a good upgrade, I like that one, because it unlocks other things. Tracker dart. No, I want something single shot. Nope, I want to deal with the medics first. Deal with your hired goons first. So this is, again, this is a boss. Hey, I've bought them games for sillier stuff than that. We can't. Oh, damn it. Okay, I didn't want to have to deal with that right now. What's that little cough there? Uh-oh, time to go. But again, with the way the system works and the gestures are moving from tile to tile, it's the thing that attracted me to this game the most. Is if any of you remember, as I was talking about in the last kind of stream that I did, and the audio wasn't working so hot for us, was the old dungeon crawlers, like Eye of the Beholder, and a real-time version of the dungeon part of Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun. This is another one of my all-time favourite games on the Mega Drive, and this very much catches the kind of old-school move from tile to tile, with then an element of real-time combat, which definitely takes advantage of what you can do in VR. Yeah, that's right, you get out of here. Get your goons first. Come on now. Come on now. No one's having a bad time with it. As you kill the goons, the entire boss takes him and his cronies away with him. Oh yeah, well, we'll stick in this. Oh, why take these things away? And now the boss is on his last legs. I think one of the hardest things that I find on this is keeping track, because you can take a lot of hits, keeping track of your health, but it's not a failing of the game. Everything's in front of you. You just have to remember to look. You can get so carried away in this game and then all of a sudden realise that you're on death's door. I've done it already. Let's have malpractice. Ow. So that's reduced our damage slightly but upped our life steal. Does it show that dynamic? And then there's ones like this that, although they don't count to increasing the cost of other ones, they're only temporary. So this one would allow me to not have to reload 4 times. I don't like temporary stuff. I want permanent. Like, yeah, we'll take that, definitely. You can tell by the colour of it, the rarity of it as well. Critical hits deal 300% damage. I don't mind if I do. And we can do another reshuffle for free. Enemy eliminations have a chance to initiate a threat scan. That is pretty good. I do like that one. Again, these ones, that one we just have to get rid of. We want to get rid of it sooner rather than later. I don't plan on being on fire, but it does seem to happen quite a lot. Let's have the additional bullets. What else we got? Anti-reclamation. I know there's a good one that we can claim on the way out. So we've now got a chance of doing one of those. You'll see if I get a little further into the game, there starts becoming enemies where you have to threat scan them to be able to engage them. This definitely, like, it's an easy game until it's not, as Norb said, but just like most games, I suppose. But there's certain elements that are very hard to this game as you get far enough. But if you've leveled up correctly and you've got the right guns and you've got all the extra bits and pieces on them, it's not easy, but you can make your life easier at the hard part. Let's see what we can do to this medical gun. Let's put some things on it. One of them, and one of them. I mean, do you need a silencer on a chemical syringe? I mean, I guess my patients won't be complaining when they get shot up. Yeah, let's take it. Lovely. Let's get that Glock back. Still holding out hope for another syringe. If you can get 2 syringes, you can become very powerful as a medic. No, this one. There we go. Pointing towards a gun and just hitting the grab button allows you to pick it up. The other thing that you can do is you can swap your weapons over at the touch of a button. So if you pick up something better in one hand, or your class changes slightly, or you're playing a slightly different way. Oh. That'll be a bounty hunter then. Guess we're fighting. These are the ones that you can call in on me, if you so chose. They try and stay at a distance from you, so then trying to close the distance, like I've been doing, is counterproductive because they will just teleport. His shots look like they stopped me from getting... Ow! From getting health back, I think. Oh, he's invisible. Right, so he just put some sort of cloaking field on, which means that I can't shoot him until I hit a threat scan. But we got him. What's he got for us? What do you reckon, chat? Should we have it? Super homing heavy lead. Yeah, I'm sure it would tear my arm off if I used that one-handed in my left hand. Right, Glock's going then in that case. I wonder if you can upgrade that. Let's not get burned this time. And that sells for a pretty penny as well. Come back and get the gold in a sec. Oh my god, it's so slow to reload. Of course it is, it's a sniper rifle. It does a ton of damage though. Lovely. Ooh, more loot. Sorry Norb, I know you want to see double SMGs, but I can't do it for this character. The SMG trait is, I can't remember it now, instant reload. Oh right, so yeah, if you keep the fire rate up, they're heinously, well not heinously, but they can get a little bit wild on the stick. They're kind of like the Clob from GoldenEye, if anyone remembers that. Terrible SMG. But if you get a kill, as it says, they insta reload. But we're going to take the sniper rifle instead. So is this homing? That's not homing. I wonder if that's about on the gesture-based side of things. This is very alien to me. I mean, that's a little better, isn't it? We'll keep hold of it for now. The reason why I'm loath to sell it. Can you actually upgrade it? Oh, you can. Oh, it's hell of expensive, though. I don't want to pay all this money. Because as soon as I find another syringe, that's going in the bin. Nope. The only problem with weaponry from bounty hunters is because they can come infinitely, it doesn't sell for a massive amount. That's actually double in perk, I think we have. Super homing heavy lead. I mean, to be fair, for the gesture based, it would be fine. I think if that was homing, that would just be too much. It's powerful. Very powerful. Bouncing bullets around corners is definitely a thing. What's that? I know what that one is. I want Trace the Darkness. That has another upgrade to it. Praise and Bull. Enemies take double fire damage when unable to move. So that works really good with the bolus that we've had in every other build. What's this one again? High threat, gain focus from scanning more enemies at once. Focus is your charge for your special move. So again, there's lots of ways, depending on what you get given a lot of the time, there's lots of ways you can grow and build your character on each run. And you can get through a run pretty quickly. I'm going quite slow in comparison. This one I like. Damage an enemy adds a chance to mark them. We've already got a chance for killing an enemy to do a threat scan, and marking them is the similar as them being, or is the same as them being scanned, but will last for longer. But the beauty of it is it's related to another upgrade. Or it's related to several other upgrades. So unless you pick it up in the lift system, you wouldn't be able to upgrade it in the actual game. So we'll have it. Tracking dart accomplished. Do we go 2 sniper rifles? It's pretty loud. A sniper rifle? Why would it be loud? It's only massive caliber and huge amounts of damage. Only. Stand-up fight with that thing. Well, kind of can. Duh. Mine. Yes. That's really going to help us for this. Which we'll get going in just a minute, because loot. Come on, syringe. So, here you go, Norb. This is the enhanced version of the light SMG that you can buy. So it's like not fully automatic, it's a 3-shot burst, but it's also very fast as well. And then you can get double of these, and then that will really help the reload rate. And it's very powerful. And the best part, the thing that I like the most about it, is it sells for shitloads. Oh God. Let's do this nice and swiftly. 251. My kind of gun. loot! Come on, turret, do your job. I know it's underneath you and everything, but still. Definitely another one. How big is this level? So yeah, flame's not so healthy for an idea for the medic. To be fair, flame's not so healthy an idea for any character. Especially him. You can burn. I don't know if the sound effects are loud enough for you guys to hear that, because obviously I've got to turn them down a little bit, but I hope you appreciated him coughing as he came around the corner, because he was toxiced up. Damn it. Avoid that. Keep that going. Let's see if there's a quick upgrade that we can buy. We've got tons of cash. Let's go. I mean, we are spending a particularly long amount of time on fire, but I don't want to increase the heal for damage dealt in overkill. Yeah. Projectiles are incendiary whilst on fire. You know, it shouldn't be on fire. Now we're spending money to re-roll. I don't really want to do that. This is the one. Threat scan can speed and radius is increased. I wouldn't be able to get that unless I had other ones. Come on, turret, do your job. You had one job. See, there you go. Pissing around on the vending machine. Half health. One enemy. An enemy grants a chance to reclaim ammunition. Yeah. Gain increased attack speed when on fire. I mean, it does happen quite a lot, doesn't it? Alright, we've got to do that console. And then what you probably won't see tonight, is I don't think I'm going to have time to get there now, is as you go up the floors, the level design changes depending on, like, you can go through various things like the foundry, data centers, bio labs, or genetic labs or something along those lines. And then depending on where you are, there are different enemy types again as well. So it isn't always these grunts. You upgrade to like proper security officers. These guys are pricks. Also, one of the things that I thought was really annoying, but a clever game decision, was that when you are doing this, enemies start dropping grenades later, which then means that you can't just sit and shoot, you have to scoot. There you go, it must work because it rhymes. But thankfully, the grenades don't just damage me, they also damage, they do friendly fire. Friendly fire is a thing on this game, which is awesome. As you can see, as long as you, depending on the enemies, if you prioritise the enemies and go for the things that are going to actually fire at a decent speed from you, and little things like threat analysing those turrets, which you can only do when they're on a smidge of health, well, things like a, I don't know, half a quarter health. And I think, over time, they regenerate. So I always seem to get more health than when I leave them. Go on, drop a bomb. There you go, have that. Turret going to work for me there. needed because these guys are difficult. Oh, I have to go. Get the door open, run! Again, easy until swarmed. And this is why I like having two of the same gun, because then you know you can put both of them up in the air after holding down the triggers. And they're both fully reloaded, whereas this one it's quite quick to reload. It doesn't carry much in the chamber. It's a sniper rifle, for Christ's sake. So what are we thinking then, chat? If I managed to get the Twitch side of things together, what I would probably do is just give executive power to Ben, not to Ben, to Jordan, and then you guys can tell him what to do, and then he can do it, and then you guys would be blameless. It wouldn't be anybody's fault then. For the calling help me hurt me stuff. I'd turn the help me off if I'm honest. And everything you send at me is just help me anyway, because when I kill it, I'll get loads of money for it. Or scrap. Oh, hello. Oh, always in the middle of doing something when that happens. I'll let the turret deal with it. Good lad. You're dying soon though. I wouldn't even give you the option to. But yeah, and if this is for you hardcore types, I know, right? But then you guys wouldn't be half as nasty as you usually are, because I wouldn't be there to guide you and instruct you in the ways of nastiness. Have to employ somebody. Get somebody on board. Beanie's probably got a chip on his shoulder from what I did to him last time, right? And he shall be your leader and tell you all the nasty things to do. Right, I think we're done here. Medic. Medic needs more medic. Wow. Maybe I do. Maybe you'll be able to all redeem yourselves in a stream coming soon. I mean, it's not a bad combo, is it? Heavy sniper rifle and medical gun. The doctor is in. The sniper is in. Definitely want 2 medicals there. So as you can see as well, as you progress through the levels, they get bigger and more to them. Yeah, no, that was a pretty good one. I mean, to be fair, Norb, you suggested it. You suggested it, and I said, no, that has to happen. That was such a great suggestion. Your exact words, if I remember rightly, because I had to look back at the stream, were, you can do it if you like, but... And I was like, no, that has to be done. Oh, no current capabilities, but pew pew though, that works better. my Super Soaker laser rifle. Let's get rid of this quick. There's a vendor. There. Go, 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 go. Ah, ow, ow, ow. Give me my guns back. Right. Oh, it's you. Should have dealt with you sooner. No, I need to stay in there. Damn it. Ooh. Did that just work? I think it did. Hey Jordan, I might find a medic exploit. Ah! He says as he dies. Look at that. Going great until you're almost dead. I swear I didn't take any damage from that. Right, let's get him activated now whilst I'm healing. Burning and coughing. Or combo. And turret fire. Lovely. Take your stuff. And your things. I will point out as well that this game was doing that whole bit style in VR before it was, well, not popular. There's other games that are out at the moment that are doing this sort of style as well, and I like it. Ooh, upgrades. What we got? We do a reshuffle. Bolus. Bolus. Another reshuffle. Projectiles are toxic whilst affected by toxin. We're giving out the toxin, not being affected by it. Looks like it wants me to have it. Thing is, if you do buy them, it gets rid of them as well, so you might have better ones come up. And it's not like we're short of cash. What else we got? Explain this one to me, Jordan. Deal 1 damage before every hit. Now, yeah. Because I would thought that means that I've got some sort of damaging armor, but the description would read that before they take a hit, they actually take damage, or as they're getting shot, they're taking 1 damage for every shot. Is that right? I haven't had a chance to test on that one yet, and I never take it because of it. There is definitely some experiment. Ah, right, that's clever. I like it. Oh, I really want another one of these. Is there any plans for you to do, this is for you, Jordan, is there any plans for you to do, you know, the special guns that you can find like I have, the ones that you can't buy, like my entire loadout at the moment is what I would consider special guns. Is there any chance that if you found 2 of those you could mod them into something super powerful? I know we don't have that on the bench at the moment, but is that part of the plan? Like if I found 2 laser blasters I could get a las cannon? I mean, I'd be into that. Or if I get 2 toxin pistols, I could get a, I don't know, tox launcher. Ah, that shotgun's really long ranged. Stop it. One of the things that I do like is, as I said, the enemies get affected by environmental effects as well, so there's things that you can do. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, because I know everything that you can get on the workbench at the moment. Oh, well, that turret's doing some work for us. I know everything that you can get on the workbench at the moment is a combination of the guns that you can buy. eat that. Ow! I need to stay. Oh, lovely heals. Lovely, lovely heals. The other thing I was going to ask as well, Jordan, is it intended to be played the way that I'm playing it? I assume it is, but I did feel like when I was first playing, I was like, oh, that breaks the game a little bit. I can just run into them and they have to retreat because they can't stay on the same space. I know there's enemies that teleport. Awesome. That I like. Yeah, because I know you've got a lot of guns in this that even I'm only just seeing. Like, as I said, I picked up the missile launcher the other day, and I didn't even know that was in the game. And I've played a fair amount and never seen it. I'm going to get bombed. Alright, I'm health though. Tell you what, I'm glad that ability's procking off. 90%, almost there. And then the beauty of completing this, even if you're being swarmed, as long as you stick here and you complete, it kills everything as it finishes, and they get vaporized, phaser style. Yeah, I figured it was. Hello, Fee. Yes. A couple of new people got the keys, and our very own Dave got one. Yes! Look at this, people. You know you've made it big when you've got sex bots in the chat. Do your thing, Von. Yes! I've never had spam bots before. The problem is, as quick as you're going to be able to delete them, Von, I still have to listen to all of this. It's brilliant. Hey, Sexbots, what we're doing today is we're showing off some games. Would you like to buy this game? You should totally buy this game, Sexbots. It's awesome. See, I can do it too. Oh, nice one. I forget that you've got mod status. Lovely. Well, that is a first. That's actually part of the reason why I put subscriber mode on, so that can't happen, or doesn't happen as easily. So, yes, it did. Yeah, it was brilliant. Masturbation. Ah, dear. Poor sex bots. Poor. You need, if you're going to come in, you need to swarm. Worth buying? No, because I don't want my bullets to bounce, because they haven't really got the range for that at the moment. Oh, that will have speed reloading. I like that. Yeah, sorry, Fee, I know you were here for the first one and were on time and ill with it, and were able to watch the first stream, which obviously didn't go ahead. But don't worry, as I will tell you, and plenty other people, I'm planning on doing lots more streams like this with different games as well. As I've been speaking with Jordan, I'm very tempted to do this again with a connecting to the Twitch side of things. I know, right? They had to be subscribed for 5 minutes, but surely a person would do that, not a bot. I don't know. But then it's just a button, isn't it? But yeah, I'm quite keen to do the Twitch thing. Let you guys do your worst. And the best part about it as well is, although you have to donate, I can make it so that it is literally pennies. So, because I don't want money, but I want the effects, and that's how it works. So, yay! Oh, Sweet Surrender's awesome. Got a lot of time for Sweet Surrender. Again, it's another reason why I like this one as well. It's like Sweet Surrender, but not. It's got a lot of very similar elements. But as I keep saying, this one's. Oh, there it is. Is that better as well? What level is it? 25. Ah, stop it! I'm doing things. Stupid turret. I'll go and sell this one quick. Quickly! Oh, it's under the turret. Damn it! I've got health for this. Does this work? No, that's just hitting me normally. God damn it! Decisions. Oh, bolus is on it. Damn it! Now it's not. There we go. Mine. Ah! Got ya. Didn't get ya. Damn it. Oh, and I did get it. Good, good. Right. Shop. Get rid of. Laser pistol. Equip. Syringe. But yeah, I've seen some other guns in this as well. There's a Tesla gun, which mixed results I've had off of that. There's a rocket launcher. I think what else there is that you can't make or craft. Again, so with what we know now, actually should mod some of my weaponry. But like for instance, what me and Jordan were talking about just then was there's 4 proper what would normally be two-handed and more powerful weapons. The heavy sniper we've already seen because we picked that up from the bounty hunter. The las rifle I've showed you, that's a combination of 2 phasers. The shotgun was a combination of the 2 pistols. Come on, turret! Got a job! One job! And the assault rifle we've actually seen as well in the wave mode that I was playing earlier. Those are great guns as well. They can kick out a lot of firepower. And that'll be Norb's upgrade for the twin SMGs. Now, but there isn't anything else, and then that's what I was saying, because it's very rare that you would get 2 of these, or not very rare. You'll usually find them, and obviously you start off with one. So if there was a way that we could have them combined into one of those, the chances of being able to get 2 of the same in a run would be difficult, because you can't just buy them and combo them. But then, you know, we like overpowered shit when it's rare. We like overpowered shit anyway. No. So, right, let's go and get that upgraded, and then we'll try it on this bit. So, let's put some things on the things. That one's got nothing. I do like to keep it all nice and samey. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Assembly. Lovely. And then again, different ones have different stats about them. So level, the score is how much you get for, I imagine, just finishing it with your hand. I've really concentrated on the score, believe it or not, for this. Not yet, anyway. Decent critical chance. This one got slightly better. Yeah, that one's got slightly better. And you can just check out all your bits and pieces. You can also check out all of those when you're in the lift as well. Right, that turret's going to help a lot. Maybe we won't get our ass kicked quite as badly this time. Your positioning within this is also quite important. Like for instance, this is quite a generous sized arena. If I go here, things can only really come at me straight on and around here, and they'll have to go through the line of sight of the turret. And the turret's also kicking ass from there as well. It's pretty long range. Yeah, those are the guys that I want them to shoot. Those ones with their... those are actually shields on their back. I believe they do damage negation. When they turn their back on you and run. Which again is, you know, the style that I'm showing you to play here is that you run at things and you force them back. And those guys are actually equipped to deal with that. Well, that one wasn't, obviously. I'll take the things. Because we're getting a lot of critical chances, a lot of critical hits going off now. That's why you're seeing so much slow time. So again, more powerful you get. You'll also notice as well, we're reloading at a cracking rate because these are named the same. So we get a 4 times reload speed modifier automatically by carrying 2 of the same. I know it's a bit boring, but I'm a simple man. Give me 2 of the same every time. Unless it's ATF, in which case, well, you can't do that. So, you can, but it's not efficient ammo-wise. What we looking like for time on this one, Von? If the sex bots have been in already, I'm assuming it's getting late, so... Yeah, sorry. that is the way it is. Oh, you said, alright, yeah, thanks to IDU, of course. Yes, it said found it to you. But yeah, IDU is a backlog filler. And it's, you know, it's a great game. The one thing that I would say, though, is, as I've found, is going away from it, forcing yourself to go away from it and come back can be just as good a thing. And I do mean force. 10.38. Okay, so we're probably going to lose. So we've been going for a good 2.5 hours now. We're probably going to lose battery in a minute anyway, so... I think we'll finish this mission and we'll call it there. Anything you want to chime in with, Jordan? Anything extra you want to tell us or let us know? As I said, I'm really looking forward to the Onslaught mode because I think it's going to be... I like what I get from this game is exactly what I want. The character building, modding your weapons, doing all the good stuff in a mission setting. That is just going to be, as I said, vampire-y, survivor-y, bullet heaven, bullet hell. Whatever you want to call it. I mean, I can do to battery loss, but the problem is I can't call battery loss anymore because my battery doesn't behave right anymore. It used to be a time, then it changed, and I lost a good run because of it. Right, do we need that anymore? I don't think we need that anymore. Oh, upgrades. What's that one? Undetectable by security weapons are holstered. But I want to kill the things. Yeah, definitely a stealth class, Jordan would. I don't know how you would put that in right now, but there's too many things like that to ignore it. Because I know you've got the loudness side of things within the game already. To get back for this. Time to go, you. Let's see if I can take this. So as you can see, because we've actually bought quite a lot of upgrades now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus another 13, so we're actually got 18 upgrades on us at the moment, and they will stay permanently. Everything's starting to get really expensive now. Which means you can't just buy everything, and there is a little bit of an element of build and luck. But we've got lots of abilities proccing off. Medical is good. Let's take that. So we're on to the foundry next. Oh! Oh, there you go. I will be doing that. This, but more of the same, because this is the kind of game that I've wanted based on what I'm doing on, like, as I say, Vampire Survivor, Project Lazarus, and other games of that ilk. Where it's about upgrading, and becoming uber powerful. Yeah, I don't know what you class them as. I've heard them called. I'm regularly chatting with the Goat Force Gaming channel. Those are those invisible guys that we were talking about, and you have to threat scan before you can do anything. So now, as you can see, the enemies are getting a lot more variety and a lot different, in that we have to deal with them in different ways, and there's more steps to do to be able to sort them out. Who's that just joined? Oh, hello, Vega. Yeah, sorry, dude, you've missed the giveaway. But I was going to come off. But if you want, I will play. Well, actually, no, I'll play a little bit longer. Share the game off a little bit. We're playing the medic class, which is all about life leeching. We've just picked up a second version of the gun that you start out with, and we've upgraded it with a fancy silencer. So now the doctor is in, but nobody will know. I was showing this off with the hand tracking side of things earlier, and it definitely works, and it works all right. Probably not in my lighting setup as well as it could be. Quick, do it now, do it now, do it now. Give me this. Run. Don't worry about the things. Run. Don't like being without my guns for too long. And yeah, we've shown off the hand tracking side of things, and it works good. But you're a bit underpowered with hand tracking because of the nature of it. Like, I have to aim the shots at the moment, but when you play it in hand tracking mode, it's automatic. So, weapons checkpoint. So if I move through here with a weapon out, I'll alert security. Just like an airport! But you'll see that I make no attempts to avoid security because, well, they've got coin on them and I want them coin. Why am I here if not for the loot? Alright, so this is where the memory games are going to start getting a little bit more difficult, in that they'll teach us a sequence and then start moving the buttons around. It's quite funny. Well, annoying is probably a better term. Should be funny for you lot, very annoying for me. Terrible memory. Then add coordination into that mix, and faffing is abound. How many have we got left? Console. Good. Doing some work for us. I like it. See, again, I can use the threat scanner to deactivate this. Not on my watch. I want you now. That. One more. Where is it? have I got? Oh no, I got it. Oh, what? Green. Ah, right in front of the elevators as well. Green, red, easy. Stop it! I'm forgetting! Green, red, yellow, green, red. Hold, yellow, green, yellow. Green, red, yellow, green, yellow. Yes! My memory's been 100% tonight. I know that these puzzles look incredibly easy, and they are, but when lifts are going and you can hear things coming in at you and footsteps. Brilliant. Anything juicy? We got loads of money again. Item shop. We've got some redeemables as well. Some of these items that you can get are consumables as well, so you'll see it says consumed below 30% HP to regain full shield, so don't want to be getting that with a medic. Nice work there, Tara. But we've got some free reshuffles, so that won't cost us anything. That won't either. That's one of the last few that we can get at the moment, I think. Just money we got. And as you can see, they're starting to get very expensive. Ugh, yeah. No worries, Norb. I'm not going to be far behind you. I think I'll do a quick battery check. There you go, 22%. Easily enough to do a pit, right? Right? So yeah, as you can see, we've been going for a little while. The one thing that I will say is the loading times when you're going through the levels are about right for going up and down, but it remembers everything that you've done previously, so you can just drop down floors whenever you want to. Yeah, no worries. The only thing that I would say with the hand gesture side of things is try and be, the lighting that I have in my room is a strip light, so it creates quite a lot of shadow, and because this game doesn't have snap turn, which I think is better, means you have to turn on the spot. But there's a lot of things that the gesture based will do for you. The auto aim is particularly good. There are some options to have a look at as well in the menus, which allow you to refine the experience to how you want it with the gesture based side of things. And it's yeah, as I said, it's very cool. It's a welcome addition to the game. I gotta say I prefer it with the controllers myself, but it's there and it's nice. But then plenty of upgrades. Let's see what we're looking at out here. And there's no... Yeah, cheers Dave. Nice one, dude. So as we can see, this guy needs threat scanning before I can actually hit him because he's cloaked. When you start coming up against medical bots, which is what these guys are, I think, as the medic, it's an absolute nightmare because they stop me from actually gaining any sort of health because I am poisoned, or they've toxiced me. Which is, yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. You also get we're starting to see the medic class now as well coming at us, which, yeah, nice one, Dave. You're also starting to see the medic class now as well, who heals himself. And there's lots more as you go up the floors. There's lots more nasty shit. Make sure you are built up and make sure you are ready for it, because it will absolutely annihilate you given the chance. Again, as you've seen, you can die incredibly quickly on this if you're not paying attention. And yeah, I like being punished for stuff like that. It seems right, especially with our lineage of games that we all play. Awesome. Right, I think we'll call it there because my battery's about to fail anyway. So thank you all very much for your time. I've been Silver-Tongued Devil, introducing the fantastic Rogue Ascent. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this one. Congratulations to the winners, and I will see you for another one of my streams, and hopefully another one like this very soon. Right, cheers all, good night.